Come here. Come here. Who's my girl? Who's my girl, huh? This is Charlie Pup. This is Eric. We're going to talk about raised beds today.
Make, fix, grow, cook. GardenFork.
This is my vegetable garden, and these two beds here are kind of starting to see some wear. I gotta put my hat down so I can see what I'm doing here. I've replaced these middle beds here and the front beds there, and I made some videos about that. I'll link at the end of the show for those. But today I'm gonna rebuild these two, and I just wanna kind of bring you along for the ride. It is really easy, it's not rocket science. You can make it complicated, but I'm all about done is better than perfect, so let's go get this done, okay? She just doesn't, I don't know, I'm not getting any love here. Charlie, we just came back from the vet. But what I want to do today is remove all this and drop in essentially a new raised bed with the existing soil. So the trick here for me is, this one has garlic in it, so we have to be gentle. Maybe we might not even do it today. This one is this was my sunflower bed last year. This year it's gonna be the lettuce bed because it actually gets the least amount of, what's that called? Sun. Yeah, so I could grow lettuce later into the year, later into the summer. You know what I mean? So we're gonna, basically, I'm gonna trench along the sides of this bed without having to dig up the whole bed, and I can pull up all this really beat up broken stuff. Then we'll build the new form, the new raised bed out of wood, drop it in, put the dirt back, we're good to go. Pretty simple, but kind of fun, and it's like one of the warmest spring days. It's been really cold here. I think it's been cold in the whole country. This is called a transplant spade, and it's nice because it's fairly narrow, and that's all we need. We just need to open up a space to throw in the new wood. That's what, yeah, the new wood. So that's nice in there. If you got a regular shovel, I mean, use what you got, because that's what you got is a regular shovel. But if your neighbor has one, maybe borrow it. Be sure to clean it up before you return it. That way, they'll loan it to you again. So I just got a text from a friend of mine who needs a hand loading a trailer. So we'll get back to this. In the meantime, go watch the Labradors. Okay, a couple hours later, time for some tea. You throw it as far as you can in the opposite direction. And then she goes and searches for it. And then you dig.
Go find it. That's a lot of dirt.
Yeah, it really is, considering I'm just making a trench this long, but it's this deep. And when you shovel dirt, you kind of aerate it so it gets fluffy. And since I did all this aerobic activity, I get to have ice cream on my cake tonight. So that's what I'm focused on, the ice cream on the cake.
Are you gonna make ice cream?
No, I bought some at the store, but it's locally made.
Well,
all right, back to the job.
Okay.
So this is about 10 years old. This is not treated. I just coated regular soft pine with linseed oil, and that worked pretty good. But you can see here I've done some repairs to keep it from falling apart. Go. Notice these are regular drywall screws,
Yeah.
and they have not fallen apart.
No.
Don't lose the screws in your garden, okay? But we can reuse this bracket. I'll talk about different brackets we can use in a second. But right now, I just want to take all the old stuff off. So this is 10-year-old untreated wood that I just coated with linseed oil and I put it in. I mean, the outside part is fine, but the inside part that contacts with the soil has been degraded. Just enjoying a cup of tea, a quiet cup of tea.
His little blade.
She'll do this all day.
That's a no.
So our bed is 10 feet long and they're 4 feet wide. So I have two 10-foot long pieces of wood, and then I bought an 8-foot length that I'm gonna cut in half, so I'll have two 4-foot pieces. We'll do that right now. So there's different ways to attach your, these are 2x10s. They're a pressure treated 2x10. I got a whole video about whether you should use pressure treated wood in your garden. It'll be at the end of the show, the link for that. These are shelf brackets that I've pulled off of shelves that people are throwing out. You know, you can keep the shelf too, but the brackets work great. These are regular right angle brackets you can buy at the store. These are for framing wood decks and roof trusses and stuff. These are galvanized, but all this stuff works. I've taken apart raised beds that are 10 years old, and the brackets, these shelf bracket things, are still like 99% of what they were, you know?
Like you.
Yeah. Actually, we could go shoot this other part of the video. Okay, had to go have dinner. It's the next day, Sunday morning. My helpers are here. Let's go finish this, all right? So, mistake I made in part 2 of our video here. I want the 4-foot width to be the outside width of the raised bed, and that will pay off going forward. If you make like mini hoop houses, little mini greenhouses, you can make them 4 foot wide because lumber comes in 8-foot lengths. It makes it a little easier. I've just found that if it's a 4 foot wide on the outside width, in other words, from here to outside here, it just makes it a lot easier. So I have to redo the one here and it will be good. So the 4 foot is on the outside. I made the same mistake again. Remember, 4 foot is the outside diameter. All these boards are going to be a little warped, and you can push it into place, stick a shovel in here, push it in a little bit. You know, none of this is going to be perfect. Done is better than perfect. It's a vegetable garden. We're growing vegetables here. We're not making rockets, you know? All right, 4 foot, 4 foot. So your raised bed's not gonna lay exactly flat on your ground because the ground isn't exactly flat. I do as best as I can, maybe cut in a little bit with a shovel, but all that dirt in there is gonna fill in underneath and you'll be totally fine. It's not gonna run out the sides or anything like that. No, out. Oh, that's bad.
Did you train her to do that?
No, we trained her to stay out of it.
Not very well.
I got a bunch more raised bed videos that should be floating right here. Let me know your questions or comments. This is really easy to do. It's not rocket science. It's just some wood you put together at right angles and just measure a couple times before you cut. See you later.
He means it.